Hey, what is up guys, DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we are going to be taking on Climax Battle Double S difficulty for the first time, and unfortunately, I'm going to tell you right now, I failed so many times. I wanted to get this Double S difficulty done without Fantasy Iida, but more specifically, I wanted to get it done without the fantasy characters in general at all. I didn't even want to use Fantasy Deku. But this is a pre-recorded video, and so what you're seeing right now is me picking my team the first time, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I had to go with Fantasy Deku. I had to use the fantasy characters. I could have definitely, maybe with a little more tries, a little more, like, I sat here for like a good 2 hours just trying to get it to work as it was, and I couldn't quite figure it out without fantasy characters. So I know there's ways, I've seen other people do it, congrats to those people that have done it. But I'll show you guys a couple of my fails like this one, and then I'm going to show you guys my completion and the team I used to complete it. Alright, so this is fail number one right here. This is the very first team I tried. I got pretty far actually. I got to 137,000 health on him. And then here we go. I die right after that. Oh, I actually made it through that turn. Miss Mount Lady, absolutely amazing, by the way. An absolute GOAT. Insane for her last stands. Really, really good. Obviously, I couldn't make it past that point, though. Next one. Here's another fail. And, of course, Mount Lady's the last one standing again. Didn't quite make it as far. 156,000 health this time. Got him down to 140,000. Last time we were at 110,000. Next one. And here's yet another 220,000 health. This time I'm using Yayurozu. And she also has last stands. Last stands help a lot. So does the All for One. I just give up. I'm not winning. Okay, and this time I have 3 characters left. We're down to 226,000 health. We're fairly close, but then he does this. And Yayurozu's dead. I get to use these 2+ ultras, but obviously it's not going to be enough. And then, yep, he just smacks me really hard. Okay, Deku's persistence and last stand come in handy. At this point, I have obviously switched to the fantasy characters. Well, at least Fantasy Deku. But he's only on a sub slot because I still didn't want to have to use him really. Got him down to 71,000 health. Got really, really far with only one fantasy character, so we did pretty good right here. Unfortunately, did not have the damage with Deku. Got him down to 52,000. So another L. All right, and here's going to be another L. This will be the last one I show you guys. There are many more fails, but I'm just going through a couple of them for you guys just to show you that I did in fact try different variations, different teams, things like that. I think Mount Lady is phenomenal, and that's why you'll see her in most of these runs. I think her last stand is really, really good. She gets last stand for 2 turns, so that is very, very helpful, especially when it comes to fighting this gentle. We get him pretty low, like over and over. We get him into the red for the most part. Very few times I didn't get him into the red. However, just when it comes to the very end, I can never quite do enough damage to fully finish him off. I will say I have tried this already with Iida, and I will do a video on that. I can perfect it with Iida. Iida makes it so easy, but I am very happy to say that it feels like this one is not as gated as the previous Climax Battle, and I think a lot of you guys are feeling that way too, according to the survey I did. Alright, and here we lose again. So here's this loss, and then I'm going to show you guys a winning run right after this. Alright, so this is the team I finally landed on and settled on for the winning run. I did end up using the Fantasy Bakugo. I tried so hard, guys. I tried so hard to avoid using more than one fantasy character, but at the very least, I can say I did not do it with Fantasy Iida. I did not have to use Fantasy Iida. So that is a good thing. We did end up having to use a limited character besides the fantasy characters, though, that being the Ochako. So ideally, I would have liked to have done this without any limited characters, but realistically, that is very hard to do. It's possible, but very hard. Overall, I am happy with this Climax Battle because it feels like it's not as gated behind one character like the previous one was with Fantasy Todoroki, and I'm really, really happy about that, like phenomenally happy about that. Okay, so we're about to see his phase shift right here at 925,000 health. That is his first phase shift. Okay, so we're going to get that out of the way. It's really not too bad. You want to put speed memories on your characters for the most part. That way you can outspeed him. And then if you have a debuff character like All for One, it also helps because it gets rid of his speed. Okay, and then if you see right there, Mount Lady and Bakugo together do massive damage. 62,000 from Mount Lady, almost 100,000 from Bakugo. So You could also just go with hard hitters like I did in this case. You don't necessarily have to do debuff characters. So there's options with this one, and you kind of just pick whatever option you want. If you can get speed with hard hitters, it works out really well. One of the reasons I also like Mount Lady is because I'm able to run a speed memory on her, and then if you get her second DX skill, it will give her 20% crit with her second action skill. So that's really nice. So she's getting crit and I don't have to use a crit memory on her. And she has the last stands. Mount Lady is kind of a goat, honestly, for this double S difficulty climax battle. All right. And Bakugo dies right there, but it's fine. We're about to enter the next phase shift. Next phase shift happens at, I think, 513,000 health. And so I don't want to use those plus ultras just yet. That way we can use them in the next phase shift. We're going to get a dodge for right here. So when this phase shift comes through, hopefully he doesn't target Uraraka again. And there we go. Okay. And now we can use our plus ultras. We'll go ahead and heal our characters with Uraraka's plus ultra here. And from what I can tell with these binds, the best way to get around them is just to use an action skill that hits Gentle Criminal. Like this one won't free up the bind, but this one does usually free. I think it's like an action skill that does so much damage that frees up a bind. So right there, because we didn't do enough damage, it didn't free up the bind. I need to figure out the exact reason why, or look it up. I'm sure there's somebody somewhere on the Discord or something that has figured out exactly why the bind gets removed. Another way to remove the bind though is of course to have all for one attack and remove buffs, I believe. It seems like every time he removes a buff that the bind goes away. But basically you can get rid of the bind basically by hitting Gentle. So just hit Gentle with an action skill or a plus ultra, it'll get rid of the binds and you can use your characters again. Simple enough. Next phase shift is at 300, I think it's 300,000. 300,000 exactly, might be 325. No, 300,000. Okay, so 308,000 is the next phase shift. There you go. And he's going to plus ultra right here, which is super annoying. But if you have the dodge memory on Uraraka, it'll give her the dodge. So he is definitely going to target Uraraka here. Or he's going to target Mount Lady. One of the two. And if he targets Uraraka, like I believe he does right here, she gets to dodge it. We don't take any of that damage, and that's massive, okay? So if you can put the speed dodge memory on her, it's called Patrolling the City or something like that. Has an Injure on it. It's an SR memory that really helps Uraraka survive, and it will help you get this clear. Go back and look at my memories at the beginning of this video. I do think I already had it picked out. Or just go back and pause it for the brief second I showed you before this run, and you can see that memory. Alright, so we're at 160,000 health now. This is the last phase. We just have to basically kill him without dying ourselves. One thing that really helps massively, all the last stands. Last stands are massive. Last stand, last stand, last stand. You'll see that all the way through. Okay, so we're going to just use our action skills. I'm not worried about skill chains right here. I just want to get the damage in because you never know when he's going to target somebody and kill them. Look at that, the guts, last stands coming in huge, massive clutch. And then we can raise health right here, which is kind of like a heal, basically. It's basically a heal. Okay. And it will also give us evasion, so I know I'm safe for at least one turn. And then hopefully I'll get plus ultras next turn. It's okay. We're safe from that. And then plus ultras this turn. Doesn't matter if we kill somebody because the other two should win with their plus ultras. He didn't kill them, though, which is really nice. Because of the guts, once again. Then he is pretty close to dead. We almost did that with only losing one character. Unfortunately, we lost two, but it would have been really impressive to only lose one character, but he is dead right here with Deku smashing his face in, and Gentle Criminal is down without any Fantasy Iida. So that just goes to show you this climax battle is not gated behind a character, which is really, really nice. So my time ends here. Your passion is admirable. Gentle Criminal is down, and you'll see right here, this is my first time clearing it. I did get the character. I will be doing a showcase on this character, and I'm going to get them to board 9 first with the UR orbs, of course. So if you guys would like to see that showcase, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me some comments. Let's get this video to like 50 likes. 50 likes, guys. I really appreciate it, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.